Hello students. Today we're going to start chapter 2, and chapter 2 is all about polygons and similarity and dilations and scale factors and stuff like that. But the first thing we're going to look at is similar polygons. Now you've probably heard the word similar before, and we're going to learn a new symbol. The symbol for similar is just one wavy little line, okay? So it could be that I have two figures. So I have a large triangle and I have a smaller triangle. And we're going to call this A, B, C for the big triangle, and the little triangle is going to be D, E, F. And I know they're both right triangles, okay? So we know that angle A and angle D are the same. Well, this little symbol right here tells me that angle C is also the same as angle F. And I'm going to do a two-loop dealy-wop. So this tells me that angle B is exactly the same as angle E. So this tells me that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. And I know that because all of the corresponding angles are the same. B corresponds to E, and they're the same. A corresponds to D, they're the same. C corresponds to F, they're the same. And I know that because of these symbols. Now, since triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, that also means that the side lengths are proportional. And I want you to underline that word proportional. That's a big word this year. There are a lot of things in 8th grade math that are proportional. And one of the first ones that we're dealing with is similar polygons. Okay? So that means if we've got similar figures, we know they're similar because it says it right here, that says it's similar, then that means the corresponding angles are exactly the same, but it also means that the sides, the corresponding sides, are proportional. So let's say that this side is 10 and this side is 4. And let's say that this side is 6 and I don't know what that side is. Well, I could set up a proportion to figure out what my missing side is. So let's set up a proportion. We're going to start with the sides that we know. I know that this is 10 and this is 4, and those are corresponding sides. So we're going to start with 10 over 4. And we know in setting up a proportion we have an equal sign between the two fractions. Okay? Do I know the other measure in the triangle that has 10? Yes, that's 6. And I don't know the other, so I'm just going to put M for measure because I don't like to use X. Now, do you remember how to solve a proportion? I hope so. Cross multiply. So the first thing I'm going to do is cross multiply the ones that I know. 4 times 6 is, you guessed it, 24. So 24, whoops, I don't know what that was, equals, what's 10 times M? 10M. Now, I have a one-step equation. I solve for M. Oh, we're doing equations again? Man, Mr. Goins, I thought we were done with equations. No, we're not. We're going to be doing equations for the rest of the year. That's why we needed to learn them. So now let's solve the equation. We're going to divide both sides by 10. And I get out my handy dandy calculator. 24 divided by, get a handy dandy calculator hand. Gotcha. 24 divided by 10 is 2.4. So 2.4 equals M. So I know that the measure of this side is 2.4. Now let me show you a little crazy hint. What is the length of 10? AB. And what is the length of 4? DE. DE. Holy cow. The corresponding sides are in the same position in the name of the triangles. Oh, let's make sure that happens. What about BC, the hypotenuse of the triangle? BC, is it in the same positions as EFE? Holy cow! They're in the same position. That's how I can figure out which sides are corresponding. I can look at BA, and know that the corresponding side must be ED without even looking at the triangle, because they're in the same position in the names of the triangles. That can be very, very helpful later on. Okay, for the next part, let's draw some figures. Draw it with me, doesn't have to be perfect, but draw it with me. We're going to draw a large, what looks like a diamond, okay? Kind of crazy-ish. And we're going to call this Q, R, S, and T. And I'm going to go a little bit slow so we all have time to do this. And now I'm going to draw a smaller diamond over here. That was too long. Something like that. And this one is going to be L, M, N, P. And I'm going to put a one rainbow. Two rainbows on S, two rainbows on N. Three rainbows on R, three rainbows on N. I'm not going to put anything on Q and L because we know if these three are the same, then Q and L have to also be the same. Okay? So let's write down the name of this polygon. It is polygon QRST. And it's similar to, and we know it's similar because all the angles are matching. When all the angles are matching, then we know it's similar. Which angle corresponds with Q? Exactly, L. Which angle corresponds with R? Because it has three rainbow stripes. Which one has three rainbow stripes? M. And which corresponds with S? S has two stripes, N has two stripes. There's N. And which corresponds with T? T has one stripe, P has one stripe. That's a way we can write down the name of the similarity statement so that we can use it if we're trying to figure out some missing sides. Well, let's draw some sides. This one is going to be 10, and this one looks like it could be about 11, and this one looks like it could be about 9, and this one is probably close to 8. Okay? And so this one is 4, and that's all I know. Dang it, that's the only one I know. So how do I figure out the rest of them? We're going to call this one 1 question mark, 2 question marks, and 3 question marks. So let's start with 1 question mark. I need to figure out what MN is. MN, 2 middle letters, RS, RS, RS. Okay, RS. Do I know RS? RS is 11. Okay, so I know RS is 11. And I know we're going to match it with MN, so we got a question mark under there. Well, do we know any that match together? Sure, 10 and 4. Because QR matches LM, so 10 over 4. Now let's solve it. 4 times 11 is 44. And we know we're going to divide that by 10. And 44 divided by 10 is 4.4. Because you remember, solving proportions, cross multiply, then divide. 4 times 11 is 44, divided by 10 is 4.4. So we know that this one is 4.4. Now let's find 2 question marks. Okay? I still know 10 over 4. We know that one matches because QR matches LM. But which one matches PN? PN, the last 2, would be ST. ST is 8. So we know it's 8 over 2 question marks. So let's cross multiply and divide. What's 4 times 8? Exactly, it's 32. And what's 32 divided by 10? You're right, it's 3.2. So let's find the last one. 3 question marks. Okay, we still know 10 over 4. 10 over 4 is still matching, so I'm going to do 10 over 4 equals something over 3 question marks. That's a question mark, not a 3. What does PL match? PL matches QT. Oh, it's so QT. QT is 9, so we know a 9 goes there. And so 10 divided by 4 equals 9 over 3 question marks. Cross multiply and divide. 4 times 9 is, yes it is, 36. 36 divided by 10 equals 3.6. So we know that the last side is 3.6. We're using what we know about similarity and the corresponding sides to find missing information. So let's do a quick little recap because these are important new terms that you might be unfamiliar with, so let's make sure. When we have similar polygons, okay, we know they're similar polygons, the corresponding angles are congruent. And that's just a big old word that means equal or the same measure. And we also know that corresponding sides are proportional. Okay? So let's go and let's underline angles and congruent, sides and proportional. Here are the 2 practice problems that I would like for you to do based off our lesson today. The first one, well, both of them say find the missing side. So in the first one I have 2 triangles and it shows which angles are congruent, and I have given sides, and then I need you to find what y is by setting up a proportion. Number 2, same thing. 2 rectangles, some of the sides are given, one of them is missing. Set up a proportion to solve for the missing side. Remember, show all of your work right here on your composition book. When you're finished with your practice problems, take a picture of the practice problems, make sure it's clear. You make sure you use your iPad camera so that you can submit it using the turn-in button in Edmodo. And I need all of those submissions before class starts Monday.